All right, so welcome back. This is day 2 of getting this recipe together to cook. The chicken breast has been marinated for about 48 hours. Now, you don't have to marinate it that long. It's just, truthfully, this is when I could get back to making this recipe. I tried doing it yesterday, but just ran out of time, got tired in the afternoon, had to take a little nap. So here we are today, and I'm going to show you what's been going on, all right? Let's see if I can get an angle. Here we are with the chicken. Now, I took it out the bag, and I put it in a bucket because I wanted to get a little bit more seasoning over all the pieces of the meat, because you got to have highly seasoned meat. So what we're doing here, I just put it in a bigger bowl, added just a little bit of water to it, and I'm mixing it around. So all the seasoning can get onto all the areas. Oh, got a little on me. That's why you wear an apron. So all the seasoning can get onto all the pieces of your meat. Now you can do this with any meat that you're cooking with, A highly seasoned piece of meat is great. That's a steak, really all you need is what people say for the perfect steak is salt and pepper. I like to use different seasonings. But yeah, so I'm going to give you a little shot. Show you a little picture of the seasoned meat here. And remember, always wash your hands when you're in the kitchen cooking. So here's a piece of the chicken. I don't know if you can see that, but there's seasoning on every part of this chicken, okay? There's no plain chicken that's going to be cooked today, all right? So basically, we're just going to stick it on this sheet pan. Now, if you don't want your stuff sticking, I suggest you lightly grease your sheet pan, but since there is oil in this recipe, I'm not going to do that today. And I already have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. So that's going on. That's going in the background there. So I'm going to stick my chicken on the sheet pan. Hopefully they all fit. And while they are doing the first round of cooking, I'm going to... Ooh, that's a lot of seasoning on that one. Let's try and get that over. So while these are cooking, I'm going to do some work in the backyard and come back and finish this recipe up so we can have some dinner tonight. Yeah, it's not all gonna fit. Okay, so we got 2 chicken breasts. It's not gonna fit on here. So what I could do, I could stick a couple pieces of chicken breast in a Ziploc bag, stick it in the freezer, and pull it out, use it for a barbecue or something like that. Which, you know what? Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of chicken breast here. Boneless chicken breast. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm going to take 2 off of here and I'm just going to cook these. I'm probably going to grill the rest. Who knows? All right. So if you're still with me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on the channel. Tell me if I'm doing a good job. If there is a recipe that you'd like me to try and cover in a future video, and I'll try and get to it. So we got our chicken breast that's been marinated for 48 hours. It could be 24, 48 hours. It's all up to you. So it's been marinated, and I'm going to stick it in the oven for about 45 minutes and give it a good check. If I feel it still needs a little bit more time, which I don't think it will, because remember, we also got to make our sauce to cover our chicken parmesan with, all right? All right, so after about 45 minutes, I'll see y'all back in the kitchen. All right, so welcome back. We have cooked the chicken for about 45, 50 minutes. So that is almost done. And I got a pot of salted water on the stovetop boiling, getting ready to boil for our noodles. And now we're about to make our sauce. So earlier in the video, I got 2 bottles of sauce. I got this one, a tomato, basil, garlic spaghetti sauce. and I got a mushroom sauce. So I did taste a smaller piece of the chicken, and it is highly seasoned. I don't need any more seasoning. Normally, you would season your pasta sauce. I'm not going to do that today because it is highly seasoned, and this has a little bit of seasoning in it. So I'm going to pour it into my saucepan. Then I added my diced tomatoes. I drained those, and I put those in there already. And actually, this is more than enough sauce for 4 people in the house. I might have a little bit left over, but what I probably will do with this is add a little bit of hot sauce and a pinch of sugar to take away the bitterness, acidity, or the spaghetti sauce, or the pasta sauce, excuse me. I'm not making spaghetti today. All right. So I'm going to stick this on stovetop, let it simmer. Now, like I said, it's up to you. If you want to add more seasoning and spices to your pasta sauce, you can. I'm not going to because the chicken is highly seasoned. And I just don't want to over season this dish, okay? All right, so I'm going to stick this on stovetop, let it simmer, and we're going to get back to it and put everything together and stick it back in the oven for a little bit. All right, so let's get this on stovetop, and we'll be right back. All right, so welcome back. So the chicken is done. As you can see, I have cooked it. Hold on, let me get some tongs. I've cooked the chicken for about 45-50 minutes, and it looks beautiful. Look at that. Seasoned on both sides. You can't beat that, okay? That is amazing. That's how meat should look. Highly seasoned. Okay, don't be serving your people, your family, your guests, bland food, okay? All right, so chicken's done. My pasta sauce was simmered on the stovetop. I tasted throughout the cooking phase, and I added a little bit of sugar, just a little bit, okay, to get that bitterness away, and some hot sauce, okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to coat our chicken breast with our pasta sauce, stick it back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we're going to add the mozzarella and Parmesan cheese, okay? So off camera, I went ahead and sliced this up. And my dogs are over here watching, and they're all ready to get something to eat, but this is not for them. I'll give them a little treat, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take our pasta sauce, and we're going to put it on top of our chicken breast, just like that, okay? Now, I also like to make this in a Pyrex cooking dish, but seeing how I made a lot of chicken breasts this time, they wouldn't all fit in the Pyrex. So we're going to do it on a baking cookie sheet here and just keep on rolling. All right. So that's what we're doing here. We're just going to coat it with the pasta sauce. And like I said, I did add diced tomatoes because I want to give it a chunkier texture, okay? Now, it's all up to you. You can make your own pasta sauce. You can store-buy it. But me, I like to cook good food as quickly as I possibly can because, you know, working adults, we just don't have enough time to be sitting 2-3 hours in the kitchen all the time. Now, I don't cook every single day, but when I do cook, you know, there's days where, yes, I do spend 2-3 hours in the kitchen, but being a cook my whole entire life, yeah, I just don't want to cook all the time when I come home. All right, so our chicken breasts are coated. And wow, yeah, 1 jar of pasta sauce pretty much took care of it. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to stick this in the oven, get about 10-15 minutes, 350 degrees still, and let the sauce heat up, let the beautiful chicken breast soak in some of that juice. Then we're going to pull it out, sprinkle it with some shredded Parmesan cheese, and top it with some mozzarella cheese, and put everything together. All right, we'll be back after a few seconds of this cooking in the oven. All right, so welcome back. Here we are. We just took our chicken breast out the oven, and they're ready almost. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so look at that. You got your beautiful steam coming out. You got juices underneath it. Oh, man, this is going to be good. All right, so next step, what we're going to do is going to take some shredded Parmesan cheese, and we're going to sprinkle the Parmesan cheese over the top of your chicken breast, like so. Now, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it. Okay. Makes our chicken breast so much better, cheesier and everything. All right. So, like I said before, everything's easy. I got my noodles cooking right now. So those are just about done. So once those noodles get done, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drain them, throw some olive oil or maybe butter, depends on what I feel like, and I'm going to get those mixed together so they don't stick. And then we're going to plate our food up, okay? So right now we got our sliced mozzarella cheese. And you're going to place it on top of each chicken breast, like so. And then we're going to stick it back in the oven and basically just let our cheese melt. And we are just about ready to eat. Okay, this is a small piece. We'll put that over there. This is a fat one. Put that one right there. And I think I got a little too much cheese, sliced cheese. So, since I did a little, well, almost, I got one extra one here. And I'll give this one a little bit more cheese. Doesn't need it. So, we're going to stick this back in the oven. Let cheese melt, and everything else should be done. I also did some a vegetable medley that we're going to add to this dish as well. And like I said, it's going to go back in the oven. Let cheese melt. We're going to bring it out. And we're about done to eat. We're done cooking. And we're ready to eat. So I'm going to stick this in the oven. I'll be right back. All right. So, welcome back. Everything is cooked, done, and ready to be plated up. So let's plate the food up and let's eat. Okay? So, like I said, I steamed some frozen mixed vegetables. I just didn't feel like cutting up any more vegetables, but to each their own, okay? So I found some mixed vegetables, so I'm going to go get the mixed vegetables, and I'll be right back. So I'm back. I got my plated mixed vegetables there. It's just a vegetable medley. It's some water chestnuts, carrot shoots, broccoli, some onions, and I think red pepper, pimento, mushroom. All right. We're going to make, like I said, this is easy. This is an easy, simple meal. It should only take about 2 hours to make, minus the prep time of cutting chicken and everything. All this should be done in about 2.5 hours. If you want to do it in one day, it can be done in 2.5 hours. Okay. So we got our mixed vegetables. Next, we're going to add our pasta noodles. You can use any kind of noodles you want if you want, or just don't have any noodles. But for today, we're going to do some noodles. So I got some fettuccine noodles that I did here. So I'm just going to add my fettuccine noodles right there. Okay. Now, when I cook these, I just drained them and added some olive oil to it. If you're going to eat your food real fast, don't rinse your noodles, because it will fall. I'm sorry, it will wash off your salt water and it'll have less flavor. Okay, so don't rinse your noodles. If you're about to eat this real quick, don't rinse your noodles. All right, and the very last piece is the chicken. Let me get a smaller size chicken breast here, because I am not going to eat all this. And let's see, let's go with this one. Hopefully I don't drop this trying to bring it over there. So we got a chicken breast. Add a chicken breast right there in the middle. Okay. And we're almost ready to eat this. I can't wait. All right. And the very last bit is our garnish. So off camera, I went to my garden, picked me up a little sprig of rosemary. I love fresh herbs. I have rosemary, basil, oregano, and Italian thyme in my garden right now. And I'm going to be planting some cilantro on another day. I might show you that video. All right. So simple little garnish. Some rosemary. I went to the garden. So let me rinse this off before I put it on my food. All right. So I got me a little sprig of rosemary for some garnish. And we're done. Look at that. A healthy plate of food ready to be eaten for you or your family or whatever, all right? So let's taste it. Let's see how it tastes. Okay. Oh, look at that. Chicken nicely done. It's not pink in the middle or nothing. And it's still hot. That's amazing. It's juicy. Noodles are al dente, which means to the tooth, to the bite. It's not mushy. And this is amazing. This is good. So, if you're still sticking with me, don't forget to hit that like button or that dislike button. Subscribe. Tell your friends and family about this channel. And leave a comment. All right. As always, be kind to each and every one. And if you get a chance, find somebody to help out today. All right. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.